Hello everybody, it's Cousin Mike here from Land & Custom Classics. Got a new welder here today from Riland, and we're going to do an unboxing video. They sent me this to unbox, do a review, and see how I liked it. So let's get to her. Snap out the old knife, open her up, see what all's included in here. It's a multi-process, does all the MIG, all that. You can buy the extra attachments and do spool gun, lift, TIG, all that kind of cool things with it. I got a couple things set up here that we can do a little project, do some test welds and stuff with. So here's our hose for our gas. We're not going to use that today. We're just going to be doing flux core. Okay, looks like we got the same, same plug-in as my Yes welder here. That goes to the 220. Pull our gun out here. This is a cool looking one. I like the color. Look like a pretty decent gun here. See, it looks like it's got some tips, tools. I just got one tip in here with this. We'll see what size that is. It says 1.0, I believe. Okay. We'll pull this out. Like the European style fitting there, I believe. This is CO2 welding cable. Has a fairly long lead here, probably about 8 foot. Looks pretty cool. I like the blue color. Fits good in my hand. You want something that's comfortable because you're going to be holding it a lot. So you want something that fits your hand pretty good. Okay, and then we got our grounding cable here. It looks like pretty decent. Got a good big clip on here with nice copper fittings. It's got the bonded copper cable so you can ground properly on both sides, and it has a bolt on either side so you could actually hook it to either side. Like we need our clipper here again to put it away prematurely. Okay, so we're going to need our MIG gun. We're going to need our grounding cable there. And then for later use, I'm not going to be doing that today either. It's really nasty outside. Here's the stick attachment. Looks to be pretty decent. An interesting little tiny fitting on that. We'll set that off to the side here. And we'll pull the machine out here. This looks like a pretty cool machine from the pictures on Amazon. I believe this welder goes for $239 if I'm not mistaken. We'll put a link to it down in the description. And I'm going to have a code so you guys can get a discount. I believe it says 15% off. So that's pretty cool. This is their MIG205 machine. So it's 205 amps inverter style welder. Okay. There's like rye chip on the side of it. That's pretty cool. It's a bit smaller, I believe, maybe than my Yes welder. Okay, there's an extra wheel in here for flux wire. That's your flux core deal there. And a lot of the ones I've seen come with a spool of wire. There wasn't any in with this one, but I got some 035 flux core here. So we'll grab that. Open this baby up. Oh, okay. There's a little fitting there. Their fittings are kind of small on these ones. And we're going to plug the fitting when you're doing flux core, you want to plug that into your negative. This is the wire that goes to your spool for your wire feed. Windy out there. Then here it shows you your installation guide. Got a little crease in that, but looks good. And most people say you want this on about a 2 for the pressure on your wire there. I'm going to pull that wheel up here. We're going to change this bottom wheel because it's got the one in it for MIG welding for your regular wire that you use with gas. The way you can tell, if you look at the channels on this, they're really smooth. And if you look at the one that come in here for, it's in this bag, for flux core, it actually has like a serrated grip look to it. Has little ridges in there. Is your you can't put as much pressure on your flux core wire because it's actually hollow in the middle, and you don't want to crush that channel. So this little alligator tooth edge on there, put the bigger side in. It says 0.9 and this side says 0.8. So that's like European measurement here. The 0.9 should be your 0.35. What we're using here. Turn it till you find the keyway on there. Screw that little cap on nice and tight in place. You put the other one inside here. Now, since we're using a small roll, we're going to be taking this fitting off here. Looks like we got to get a wrench possibly here. Yeah, this comes off to put your, you just slide your big roll onto there. So I'll get a wrench and get this off. Okay, so I just took a 13 mm, pulled all this stuff off here. Got this bigger roller here for our big spool. Took that off. And then we're going to take this. It's a little loose. We're going to have to wind it up a bit. You want this to stay fairly tight so that it doesn't unravel like a spring all over you. So we're going to put this on there. And then I'm going to slide the washers on here. And you're going to put a spring on there. Put your other washer on there. And put this bolt back, or nut back on there. Then you're going to want to take your wrench and tighten that till you got just enough tension on there that it puts some pressure on it. That fell down on me. Okay, so we got a decent little bit of pressure on there. We're going to cut this sucker off here. Yeah, I'm worried about this wire unspooling on me. This is an old roll I had from a while ago. You want to cut this end off anytime you mess with that, because you don't want it to, you want it nice and straight and don't want any jaggedy edges, anything like that on there. And you're going to feed it in the little tube here. No kinks. You don't want anything crazy going on with your wire because it's going to be inside your gun there. Okay. Okay, here you go. Reel that up. And you're going to plug that up. Oh, she snapped closed. Okay, anyway, we'll plug this baby in here. And we'll get our attachments here. So, I'm going to take this cap off here. The one thing I haven't seen yet, I'll have to look in the instruction manual here in a minute. It hasn't given me any, a lot of them when you lift up this door, it has numbers in there for different size wires for like a factory setting. So then you're going to want to rip this tip off here. Take your little wrench out. Let's see which one we got here. That's 0.8, so we're going to want to switch the tip anyway. This is 1.0, but it's what we got, and it's the bigger one, so it should be the 0.35. Put this on the tip here. Doesn't fit real well. And I got my MIG pliers right here. These MIG pliers, they work great for everything. You got this little square hole here. You can grab these little welding tips, pop them right on. That tip, or that little wrench that come with it, was a little small. We got the 1.0 here, but what we're going to do before we put that on, we're going to turn this on and feed it. So, okay, so what I did, I took the gun off, fed a little wire through just to make sure I got it fed into the hole properly. But I don't think that was the issue. I flipped the wheel over here to the smaller side because it looked like it was just flying through there. And now that's feeding right. Okay, so if you hold that for a minute, it sped up my feed there. Okay, my wire's a little bit of a mess, sorry. Wish I had a fresh roll. I don't want to look like we... There we get speed feeding. I think I can feel it coming through the handle. Some of these, if it doesn't sense an arc, after a minute it shuts off so that it doesn't just sit there and feed wire when you're not actually arcing and welding. Well, there we go. So now we're going to turn this, okay? This is the button I was telling you. You push to go through your different thing. Okay, flux core down there. We're going to cut this off here. Then we're going to find our 1.0. And that was 0.8. That's the side I'm using on my thing. On the wheel, but yeah, a little tight in there. So we'll run this 1.0 one. A little different. The tips are in a different measurement than we use here. Okay. We'll put this on, tighten it up a bit. Then we'll find our tip here, put our tip back on. And yeah, there you go. We just want just a little hanging out past the tip there. Start her out. Okay, now I got this set. Now, if you turn the speed here, it turns the speed and the voltage at the same time. And this is supposed to have like an automatic system to where it automatically adjusts your wire feed speed. And we'll check that out. Look like I knocked one of my projects over here. Anyway, we'll move this over behind me. We'll hook our ground up here, and we'll see what we got. Say, I probably should have read the instructions, but we're going to do an unboxing and run this sucker, and you guys will figure it out and see what you think. I got it on 15, 1, and 90. Let's go down a little. 14, 8, and 86. That's about what I was running on my other machine. I've been doing some cool welding stuff on there. Take my nice landing hat off here. Get our welding stuff out here. First, what I was going to do, I'm going to show you guys. This is a quick little welding project you can make a little extra money with if you have old horseshoes laying around. This one, I cut a smaller piece. Normally, I use like half a horseshoe. We're going to line this up on here. I had it all nice and straight and everything. And this way I can show you guys. Line that sucker up pretty nice and straight here. And a lot of people do these and take them to flea markets and whatever and sell them. But all you got to do pretty much, and we'll put it up on some legs here. So we're up off the ground. Put some more magnets under here. Put this one off to the side a little, because when we get to welding, it kind of melts on the magnets. Hook our wire here. We should have good ground because it's a nice steel horseshoe. Let's grab our helmet. You see I got a nice new welding shirt. This is the first time I've ever used it. It's the flame retardant, whatever, cotton, instead of your traditional welding leather vest that a lot of people use. But yeah, all we're going to do is throw a bead down on each side of this horseshoe here. And then we'll have us a cool little coat hanger. People knock these out and sell them for like $5 a piece. So let's see what she does. We got her all set up on flux. Got everything ready. Let's go for it. Oh, get away from us there. Okay, here you go. Got a little piece back there on flames. I like to do these with a MIG. With my gas, so it looks prettier. But when we get done, we'll wire brush it. And then now that we got that set, we take our magnet off there. Do the other side real quick. Need to arc real quick and weld good. Knock that down, but that's okay. Yeah, it takes off a little fast. I'm still new to wire feed, so. Okay. Yeah, you guys probably want to make them a little prettier than that if you're going to sell them, but we'll just take our brush here, clean this up. Then I'll show you here difference. When you weld with MIG, it comes out pretty clean. Get behind here so make sure I'm showing you right. But yeah, see, that cleans up pretty good. That's what it looks like when you first hit it with all the slag and stuff on it. Whoa, knocked my hat over. Something, my hammer. Okay, we'll do the other side real quick. So, it's not really that flux core looks bad. I think this weld's pretty good. Some good penetration in there. Pretty tough, but like I say, you can take these, clean them up, throw a little black paint on them. And instead of throwing your old horseshoe in the garbage, $5 right there. Got to get your horseshoes yourself, though, because a lot of people try to sell the old ones for $1 or $2 a piece. And then between that and if you use your gas especially, you're burning up a lot of profit there. Oh, uh-oh. Just knock this one over now, too. Anyway, this is what I was going to do for a little deal to show us how well it works here. We're going to put this horseshoe on here with this other pieces I've been welding on. And we're going to throw a, I got to get that down further. We're going to throw a bead on there. See how nice a bead I can do, because like I say, that little horseshoe deal, it was just a quick little thing. So this is going to give us more of a idea what an actual bead will look like. And I can line that up pretty straight with my file piece that we were welding on. And then we'll ground her off on our file there. Get my gun here dropped on the floor. Okay, guys, let's throw a bead down this. See how she looks. My helmet's a little foggy here. I realized real quick like what I was doing wrong here. Forgot my gloves and I'm getting some sparks on my hands here. It's not as bad with MIG, but with this flux core you get more spatter. So welding along good though. Okay, I didn't bring my little welding hat out. I got a couple new welding hats too. You don't want your hair to catch on fire. So there we go. I'll show you that before and after here. Okay, we'll take this before and then I'll hit it with the grinder. I think I actually did pretty good on some of this. I'm still learning how to wire feed weld. Yeah, we got us a nice little bead. I started right here off the end of the file. Let's hit her. There you go. Kind of got a little low in one spot there. But that's not a bad little bead there. And it's nice and sturdy on there. So hope you guys like that. They say I bought this at Harbor Freight. They're a lot cheaper there. But these twisted wire wheels like that, they say are really good for cleaning off slag and cleaning up welds. So the more you hit this, it'll kind of polish it up. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. You see here, this is my MIG weld. It's nicer and smoother. Then you got this. I kind of layered it a little. I didn't quite beat it just right. I'm getting the feel of that. But all in all, I'll show you here where this was my flux with my Yes welder that I really liked. And then this is with the flux on this machine. This is 035 wire. This is 030 wire. And I kind of stacked it out more here. Kind of made my puddle wider, which gives you more penetration on both pieces of metal there. So anyway, it especially for the price, this seems to be a really good little welding machine. The one thing that you just got to remember, you're using probably some kind of metric measurement on your tips here. So it's a little different than our American ones, but we'll put that in there so it doesn't get lost. And then your power button's just on the back of the machine here. But yeah, for like $240, I'm pretty impressed with this machine. I think it'd do a lot of especially smaller hobby welders that don't have the reason to go out and spend $1,000+ on a Lincoln or something like that machine, Miller, whatever. So if you're a little do-it-yourself guy working out of your shop, this Riland I think will get the job done really well. So I'd like to thank the people over at Riland for sending me this and giving me the opportunity to do an unboxing and review and everything on it. So we'll definitely play with it a little more. I'm going to put this one over where my dad's got his big Lincoln tombstone, and he can use this one, and it'll be a lot easier than packing that 200-pound welding machine out that just does stick. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And we'll catch you on the next one. Be sure to look down in the description. And go check this out on Amazon if you're looking for a good little welder. And I'll have my code on there so you can get a good discount on it. Appreciate you.